Respect.
About yourself first.
Know myself is quite long.
We have time.
50
What
years.
time is the sunrise?
50 years is a long story. So I'll make it short.
Yes.
Will not be too sleepy. So I grew up in the northeastern of Thailand. At that time, they considered the poorest area, and you have to go to Bangkok because Bangkok is the center of everything. If you want to study more, you will go to Bangkok. If you want to get a good job, you want to make more money, go to Bangkok. Everything's in Bangkok. So when I was young, my age is that most of people will go to Bangkok because it's the center of everything. So I went to Bangkok too, but 7 years in Bangkok. I pursued something that people call succeed in their life. But 7 years, I didn't see anything. I feel tired. I feel like we work so hard every day, but our life is very bad. We work more than 8 hours per day, every day. But we eat very bad. We eat just a bowl of noodle per day, per meal, or one small dish of rice, fried rice, something like that. And then we sleep in a very small room. Many people, it's very hot. I start to question, the world is so big, why we have to come and jam in this small room? Why we have to work a lot and don't have enough to eat? Because in the past when I was a kid, nobody worked 8 hours per day, but nobody hungry. People work only 2 months a year in season, like grow rice 1 month and harvest the rice another month. And the 10 months is free time. That's why you see in Thailand, there's every month you have ceremony to have fun. Water ceremony, rocket ceremony, Buddhist ceremony. Every month you have things to have fun all the time. Because fun. Everybody sleep in the daytime. After lunch, people sleep under the tree everywhere. But now, people said, we are civilized now, we are developed. People work a lot. Everybody work a lot. But everybody suffer a lot. But what is the meaning of development? What's the meaning of progressive in our life? Progress means you become a good slave or you become happy. So I start to question a lot at that time. At the end, I start to feel like life in Bangkok is like a robot. You're not human anymore. You're a slave. We work a lot, but we work for who? We work a lot, did we eat better? No, we eat the worst food in the history of human. Do we sleep well? No, we sleep very bad. And then we ruin everything. We destroy our body, our health, because we eat very bad food, junk food. In Thailand, we eat a lot of noodle, instant noodle, and canned sardine can. And that's what we eat every time, every year, every day. So we don't care about our health. And when we have kids, we send kids to school, cut off the connection between kids and parents. And then we have a broken family after that. So we work hard, very hard, but what do we get from it? We did not get anything. We just destroy everything. So that made me feel like we work very hard just to destroy ourselves, destroy our society, destroy everything. Because all the work we do is consume more resources. We never build any new resources. The more we develop, the more we progress, that means we destroy more. So that made me feel like, I don't want to live like this. I want to have a choice. I want to make life easy. If we keep develop like this, I feel tired. Just look at one people's life. When they're born, not very long, they were forced to learn from 5 years, from 3 years, until 20 years, they're still learning, study. Study and study for nothing, just study to be more stupid than normal. We learn a lot, but we don't know how to do anything. Many people who finish university in Thailand, they don't know how to start a fire, how to make a fire. They don't know what is edible. They don't know anything. They don't know how to solve any problem. Because the education system just teach people to be a good slave. They don't teach people to be a human. They want us to be a good slave, listen and obey. So you will be a good worker in the system. So that make me feel like I want to choose another choice. That make me think about home. I think about when I was kid. Everybody just have fun. No TV, but people laugh all the time. When they work hard, you can hear laughing everywhere. But now we have TV, everybody is quiet and tense. Look at the TV.
TV is here.
So
This is nickname, but he never watches any TV.
So I went back home and start to think about try to find a way to make life easy. Because it used to be easy for many thousand years. We just changed our life to be hard and complicated in the last 50 years. Why we cannot go back? That's made me think a lot. And so I make decision to went back home. When back home, I cannot be like a normal farmer at home again. Because farmers totally changed now. They just grow rice for sale. And after rice, they grow tapioca, grow hemp for sale. Work very hard, but the more they work, they will in debt more. So I feel like I cannot be a farmer anymore. What can I be? So I become crazy man in the village after that. I start to work only 2 months a year, like when I was a kid. I start to do organic farming, and then I start to have a small garden. I have a fish pond, and I work only 15 minutes per day. Take care of the garden, and 2 months a year. 2 months a year I grow rice. I got 4 tons of rice every year. So my family, 6 people, we eat only half a ton per year. The rest we can sell it. And then I have the garden like maybe the same size of this building. I grow more than 40 varieties of vegetable. So, and after that, after 3 months, everything green. And then I did not invest any money on the garden. I invest labor. I start to learn that when we use money, we lost money. But when we use labor, we get more labor. When we use energy, we get more energy. So that's what I learned. And then after that, I start to feel like this is very easy. Every day I go around the village, pick up cow dung, buffalo dung around the village. And people think, oh, he went to study in Bangkok and work a long time and now he get crazy. And he cannot continue in the city, so he came back home. He have mental problem. But I collect cow dung and make compost and grow and put on the plant that I grow. Everything grow well. And after 3 months, a lot of people come to visit, crazy people. And then before they leave, can I have a little bit of chili? Can I have some papaya? So, and I give all of them because we cannot eat them all. 15 minutes of gardening per day is enough to feed 6 people. 15 minutes only to take care of the garden, yeah. Because I use a watering can, walk to the pond, take water and then water the bed. And then 1 week I will pull out the grass sometime. And then put compost maybe once a month or something like that. And everything grow well. And then we have 2 fish pond. We just put the straw on the edge of the pond. We don't do anything. And let release some fish in there. And after 3 months, they just eat a lot of straw and then they grow big and then we eat them. I feel like we have too many fish in the pond, so I just bring 30 ducks in there. After 6 months, they start to lay eggs, 20 eggs per day every day. So we have so much to eat. And it made me feel like, why I'm so stupid and working in Bangkok for 7 years. More than 8 hours, never eat enough, even 1 meal. But when I come back home, I work only 2 months a year and 15 minutes. I feed 6 people. That makes me feel like we are so wrong the way we think right now. We make things simple, make it into something very hard and complicated. So and after that, I feel like I enjoy living like this. I cannot go back to the city anymore. And after that, I start to build my house with bamboo because I feel like I'm quite stupid. Because in the class, I'm the worst person in the class. The most clever people in the class, they spend I think 30 years to be in debt to get a house. So the people who are not clever like me, I feel like I cannot have a house. So I just make decision to make a bamboo hut, a small hut. I spend only a few weeks and can finish the hut. I don't want to call it a house because it's so small. But I like it a lot because I spend only 2 minutes, 3 minutes to clean the whole house. But my friend who have true stories house spend more than 1 hour to clean the house. So I think this is very easy. And I enjoy my house a lot at that time. Until one day I have a chance to go to America. I went to America and then I have a bike trip and I saw the earthen house at Taos Pueblo in New Mexico. And I love it. I came back home, I started to do it. I visited there 15 minutes, walk around the building, and I'm in love with earthen house at that time. Because it's so cool inside. And then when I came back home, I started to build it. I spent 2 hours per day, 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock in the morning. 2 hours per day. And after 3 months, I have a house. And then it changed the whole thinking in my life. Before that, I feel like if you're not carpenter, you cannot make a house. If you're not architect, you cannot make a house. If you have no money, you cannot make a house. But now I feel like even I don't have anything, I can build a house. Because it's so easy. The first house, 2 hours per day, 3 months, I got a house. I don't feel like I spend a lot of time to build a house at all. But I have it. So because I feel like a house is very easy, that's why I keep building houses. In my hometown, I have 4, but nobody stay there. And we came here, we built a lot, but we did not make anything beautiful here because it's learning place for people. Thai people, if you make it very beautiful, they will say, oh, you can do it because you're artist. If you make it fancy, oh, you can do it because you have money. But if you make it something ugly like what you see around here, you say, I can do better than that. And then they're excited to go back home to do it. So many people come here. I explain to them maybe 15 minutes and say, I'm go back home. And then a few weeks later they call me, I finished the first house. You want to come and see? Something like that. So many people, they make very beautiful house because they try to make it better than here. And then that made me feel so relaxed, so enjoy to have a life on this earth. Because before that, I feel like a house is a burden of many people. And then so many people think I cannot have a house in this life, even they have land. But now I want to tell people that everybody can have a house. Anybody who can play Lego, that person can build a house. Because it's the same thing with Lego. So, and then before I left Bangkok, I stopped buying clothes. Now it's more than 20 years, never buy any clothes. I feel like it's one kind of freedom to not buy clothes. Because I used to spend a lot of money to buy clothes. But even I wear very beautiful, very expensive clothes, but I look the same. I look the same, nothing changed. So why we need to spend money to change myself? Because we need to change from inside, not from outside. From outside you can wear anything, it doesn't make anything different because you are the same. So after that I learned a lot that if we not follow the fashion, we feel more relaxed. Before that, I follow the fashion because I'm from the Northeast. People look down on people from the Northeast like the uneducated people. When you go to Bangkok, you need to try to dress like a people in Bangkok. You don't want people to know that you are from the Northeast. You feel ashamed, you feel bad. So at that time, I have a lot of suffering because whatever I wear, I feel like it doesn't make me look better because I don't have money to buy expensive clothes. But after that, I practiced to use old clothes for a while. I feel like this is real freedom. I don't need to care about other people. I just care about myself more. Whatever make my life easy, that's the right thing to think. And then I feel very easy to go anywhere. I don't worry about anything. Like I moved to Chiang Mai 10 years already. Every time when you get off the train in Chiang Mai, the driver, the tuk-tuk driver, taxi driver comes around you. And where are you going? Where are you going? It's so hard to walk out of the station. But every time I get off the station, nobody's around me. I feel like this is real freedom. I walk out, nobody comes ask me where you want to go. So I feel enjoy it a lot. And then a lot of friends disappear after I start to not using new clothes. Many friends would like to take me to drink in a fancy place, to go to somewhere fancy. They don't want to invite me. Even my friend who married and then they have a married in a nice hotel, they don't want to invite me. So I feel like, oh, it's so good. I save a lot of money. And then after that, I start to have new friends who don't care about what I'm dressing. These friends, they don't want to borrow money. They don't want to ask me to buy alcohol for them or something like that. But just come to help. This kind of friend is so nice, so relaxing. So now I don't feel lonely anymore because there's a lot of people on this earth who don't have a nice clothes to wear. Those people are good friends. So we have more friends than normal. So, and then the last thing is, before I left Bangkok, I started to think, what can I do if I get sick? Because if I leave Bangkok, this means I have no money, no income. What will happen if I get sick and have no money, no insurance? So I started to think a lot. At the end, I found that if I have insurance, I have a bad luck. If I have money, I have a bad luck. Because there's one study in America, it's very interesting. They said 80% of sick people who got sick, the cause of sickness is come from doctor, from medicine. So every time when you have insurance, you feel like I did not pay, the insurance company will pay. Even you have a small sickness, you will go see the doctor immediately. So if you have money, you have more fear. If you have insurance, you will go see the doctor often. So every time you visit doctor, they are not good friends. They just want to sell medicine, give you more medicine. So don't visit them often. So every time you go visit doctor, you always get chemical medicine and it cause another sickness. So I start to think, it's good for me to not have money. Because sickness is normal thing for everybody. Even you have money or have the best insurance, you still get sick and die. Even you don't have, you still get sick and die. It's the same thing. Nobody survives. Nobody can run away from sickness. So why we worry about that? Instead of worry about it, just enjoy it. So I start to think opposite from normal people. Normal people think sickness is a bad thing. I start to think sickness is a good thing. Because it's good, because when you get sick, it's the only time you can come back to yourself. Just imagine in one day, how many minutes that we think we are breathing. How many minutes that we think we are alive. We are living, we are alive now. I'm thinking about myself, even 1 month, 1 year, I never think until I got a cold, I cannot breathe. That's the only time I think breathing is very important. That means we never be with ourselves. So when I get sick, it's a good time that it brings me back to myself, to be with myself again. That, oh, my time maybe almost run out now. I maybe die soon. Life is very short. What can I do now? Instead of working hard, but ignore myself. So I feel like a sickness is a good teacher, good friend who come to remind me to come back to myself, to be with myself again. So when I think that I feel very relaxed. I feel less fear. When I get sick, I feel just be with it. If you be with it for a while, with less fear, it heals itself faster. But the more you have fear, you get more sick. It lasts longer, or more serious, or sometimes you die faster. So, but this way it makes me feel like even I have no insurance, no income, but I'm enjoying my life. And if I get something happen, I start to use local wisdom more, like drinking water. We use water for healing. We use fire for healing. We use clay for healing. So, herbal medicine, there are so many techniques we can use. Many things better than chemical medicine. Like you have ulcer. If you have ulcer, you start stomach pain, and then you take medicine from doctor, it takes many weeks to be better. But just 5 glasses of water in the morning, less than 5 days, it's gone. It's a lot better than chemical medicine. Something like this. I feel like we have a lot of choice on this earth. So after that, I feel like our life, at least we need to be able to rely on ourselves in the 4 basic needs. Food, house, clothes, and medicine. Must be cheap and easy for everybody. Anywhere that make people cannot get these 4 things easily, that means we are developed to disaster. Okay, we almost collapse, like in America, in Europe. A lot of people, they cannot get this thing easily. So I think why do we have to make it hard and complicated when we can make it easy like this? So that's the way I think. That's the way I feel like my life is not like a normal people. I live like this, and then people think I'm crazy. But I think other people is more crazy than me, because this is easy. Why we make it hard? So I enjoy my life. And then because of traveling a lot to do earth and building, because I'm the first person who do earth and building in Thailand, and then a lot of people just focus on me. So I spent about 5 years travel all over the country. Never stay anywhere longer than 1 month for 5 years. And then I run out of my money that I saved because nobody pay me. I just go as a volunteer. So before the money finished, I just make decision like I want to stop because I don't like building. I want to do seed saving because I feel like saving seed is the most urgent thing. Food is in crisis. Seeds is in crisis. But nobody think about that. But because of the system just make us eat the same thing over and over. So we don't think about alternative food that disappear every day. So I feel like this is the most urgent thing to do, and then I like gardening a lot. So I just make decision to stop traveling and then looking for a land, new piece of land. So I just got this piece of land, and the idea I just want to stay quietly with my family and then grow vegetable and then save seed and give seed to people. That's the main idea. But after we bought the land, many people come to visit, and then many of them don't want to leave. So now we have more and more and more people. So it turned to unintentional communities. Now we have 20 people who stay permanently here, so including 5 kids. So now it's a new thing for us because most of people who come to stay with us, most of all of them are people who don't want to work in the system. They want to looking for the new way of living. And so we just add another aim for our place. Like the first thing is saving seed. The second thing is learning center to make life easy. So when we said learning center, is for ourselves to learn here, not for people from outside to come and learn. So learning center is mean member of us here learn how to make life easy. So we experiment a lot, so many things, including learning how to be together too. Because the system will disconnect people from each other for a long time. Now, people grew up with the tradition of disconnecting. Like nobody connect to each other much. They don't want people love each other. They don't want people care to each other. They don't want people rely on each other. That's why they try to disconnect people from each other. That's why when we have a baby, they force us to send the baby to school. That's the way they connect parenting, the feeling of love from human. So they don't want people to rely on each other, but they want people to rely on the money system. So we can be a good slave. You can work hard. We can live without thinking about happiness or love or peace or freedom or something like that. So when we start to come together, it's quite hard to learn to be together again. Because when we grew up in the normal world, we start to build up the wall we call privacy. That wall is a big problem to be together again. So now we live together here, 20 people, nobody own anything. It's like a communist. Everything become public here. So nobody own anything. We work together, eat together, and spend money together. We have a community fund and use money together, make decision together. And we learn to be together without rule, without leader, no rule, no regulation. So we just meeting, maybe once a month. And every time we have meeting, we try to not make it longer than 2 hours. Because in the meeting, we don't want to talk a lot, but we want people to do more. When people start to do physical work, you have less problem to talk. But when people use their thinking a lot, it wastes a lot of coffee and cigarette. Because you talk and drink and talk and never end. And try to solve the problem from thinking is never end. So we try to focus on working. If you have some idea, do it. So if you have problem, you can solve the problem together at the site. By this way, we have less problem than many places. 10 years of living together for a long time. 11 years this year. We never have a big argument here. It's quite good learning for us. So now this place is just seed saving and learning center. That's the main thing. So this is the story of this place and story of my life. Quite long.
Thank you very much.